Hello! Welcome back to my channel again. I thought I would film an actual update about my hair growth because, many of you that have followed me on this channel for a while have probably seen that, I was long hair was my thing. It was my thing. It's been my thing for years. And then a few years ago, I cut my hair short and it changed everything, weirdly, even though you think hair wouldn't make a huge difference to a person, but it really did. And anyway, the time has come that I'm growing it back out again, as you can see, and you can see that it's grown really well. So I thought, for those, people out there that are trying to grow their hair out or want to grow their hair out, especially guys, because it's not the done thing generally, although it's a lot more popular than it used to be, which is good. I thought I'd do a little update for you on actually the process of how long this has taken to get to this length, etc. Okay, so for a quick recap, the reason I originally grew my hair out was because, oh God, my battery's flashing me. It's about to run out. I forgot how fun this was doing this. All right, let's try that again. So the original reason that I grew my hair long in the first place, as many of you might remember, is that I had cancer a long time ago. I can't even tell you exactly what year it was, but I know anyway. And during the treatment for that cancer, I had chemotherapy and radiotherapy, and I lost enough of my hair that I basically looked awful, so I shaved my head. And when I started getting better and my hair started growing back in, it just became this thing. I just started doing it, whereby basically I traced how long I'd been healthy for by how long my hair was. So it was almost a tracker of how well I've been doing, in my recovery. And anyway, obviously, as it got longer and longer, I grew to just love it. And that's when I just accepted it as it was now me. It was now what I looked like. That was me, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? Anyway, now I never really explained in a video properly why I cut my hair short. And I don't think it's worth going into the full story because it's just dredging up the past, and it's something that I feel like I'm over now. But essentially, I was going through a really hard time in my life. I think I may have been suffering from depression. I was just in a bad place all around, career-wise, personal life-wise, everything. It was a really, really tough time for me. Anyway, so come to May 2017, something triggered me to basically feel really bad about myself. And one of the things that I just decided, I think in the back of my mind, I thought, if I make myself look like a more generic male, then perhaps people will treat me better, and perhaps I'll have more chance of meeting a great guy to have a relationship with, and so I did it. And so there were many reasons. That wasn't exactly what was the top of my mind at the time, but looking back, I can see that's what I did. So I went and I had all my hair cut off, and I enjoyed having short hair for a period. I very quickly discovered that I preferred it very, very short, shaved right down and bleached blonde. If that wasn't a clue that I was going through a crisis, then nothing is. So yeah, I rocked the blonde look for quite a long time, loved it. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to start growing my hair just a bit longer so I can have more of a style, and therefore I needed to stop bleaching it because otherwise it was just going to keep snapping off and breaking. Obviously my natural hair is black, so to have blonde hair made it very fragile, which is fine, when your hair's super short, but it wasn't something I could keep doing. Now, I was not planning to grow my hair out. In fact, whenever anyone said to me, do you think you'll ever grow your hair long again? My first answer to everyone was, I don't think I've got time. I kept thinking, by the time it gets long again, I feel like I'll be way into my 40s and probably have less hair. I just feel like I don't think I've got enough time to grow my hair out long again.
Turns out I was wrong!
So originally cut it short in May 2017. Now, fast forward in time to May 2019. I'm actually going through my phone to figure out exactly when these things happened. Now, in May 2019, I was trying really hard to find a style I liked. I knew I liked my hair super short, buzzed off, and blonde, and I liked it I liked a buzz cut. But as far as having a slightly longer styled look, I just couldn't find a style that suited me. Well, that's not the right term. They suited me. It didn't feel like me. And yeah, I experimented with lots of different styles over a little short period of time, and it just wasn't, it never felt like me, and I never liked my hair. So it was around May 2019 that I had this haircut done, where basically I had I tried to go for quite a long on top, short on the sides kind of look, and it was one of those styles that looked like good in maybe 1 or 2 photographs, but generally day to day I hated it. And that was when I decided I'm just gonna let it grow out. So yeah, from that point on, I slowly kind of started to just like let my hair grow out. I just decided I'm not going to cut it anymore. I'm just not. I'm just going to like comb it back, push it behind my ears, experiment, try to get it into different styles if I can. So I just let it grow. And you'll see like there's several just like random styles that I attempted, some of them massive fails. But that is, in my opinion, the trick to growing hair out from short is you've just got to go through the crappy styles. You've got to like, once you get to the length where you can wear a headband, everything's easier. So I get to the point where I'm basically just gelling my hair back or wearing headbands every single day. And then once it's a bit longer, I start tying it up in a bun, a half bun. Like I just do everything I can to get it like off my face. However, one thing worth noting is I can't help but be aware that this time around my hair is kind of, it feels thicker and in better condition than it was the first time I grew it out. And I think that's because this time I opted to wear hairbands and push my hair back, whereas the original time I opted for ponytails and clipping my hair back with like bobby pins. And I honestly think that putting that pressure on my hair damaged it, and so that like all the hair around kind of above my ears was a lot shorter the first time I grew my hair out, whereas this time I feel like it's all growing out really evenly, which is great. So hair growth is not a quick process. It did take a long time, and I didn't take any supplements or anything this time around either. So I got to April 2020, and you can see this is when I went for my first trim. I went to my very good friend Kelly, who works at the Tony & Guy salon in Salisbury, which is where I'm now residing. And basically she gave me the simplest, nicest cut, where basically she cut my hair close up into my nape here so that it didn't flick out so much, but left me with kind of boy band curtains that I could just kind of push over, sweep back, pull back, and it really worked. So as we said, we got my first trim in April of 2020, and then from that point, I then just let it grow out, and I didn't touch it again until September 2020, when it had grown out quite a lot by that point, and I essentially went to Kelly again, and she cut me in a jaw-length bob with layers, but essentially a jaw-length bob. She felt it was just like the best length that I could go to at the time, so that I wasn't like overlayering my hair or anything. She was also aware that I wanted to experiment with wearing clip-in extensions, and so she cut me a really nice textured style so that if I was to put extensions in, they should blend quite well. And that, to this point, is the last time that I had my hair cut. Now, I'm way overdue a trim at the moment, to be honest, but because of the lockdown situation, I really just haven't had a chance to get into a salon and get my hair cut again. So, as you can see, where I are currently is my hair is literally just on my shoulders. It sits on my shoulders perfectly, which is kind of, you know, it's an awkward length. So many of the lengths while you're growing hair out are awkward. The length on the shoulders is awkward because, as you can see, I've blow dried my hair this morning under, and already you can see that it is starting to flick outwards. So what happens is, because the hair touches my shoulders, it flicks out like this. And that's just how it's naturally going to go for a while, until it's that little bit longer. But I cannot say how pleased I am that my hair is like essentially long again. Like, this is essentially how I looked before, just with a little bit shorter. And I'm just feeling really positive. Yeah, about it. Just feel great about it. Feel like me again. It's wonderful. So yeah, basically, I just wanted to jump on because I love hair. Hair is my thing. I love hair. I love hair out of other people. I love my own hair. And I just wanted to make a video just to tell you that basically I feel like I'm back, which is really an odd thing to say because, you know, it's not like I mentioned that I was depressed in 2017. I was. And, you know, things got a lot better. I think I did the right thing to get myself out of the situation. I chose to move out of Brighton. Originally, it was only going to be temporarily, and I came to stay here in Wiltshire with my family. But then I ended up buying my place. I got a job here, which I love. I've got some of the nicest colleagues I've ever had in my life, and I've had a job that I enjoy every single day, and it's just a wonderful place to be, and I really hope I'm not jinxing it by saying that. Anyway, for anyone out there who is looking to change their hair or is trying to grow their hair and wants advice on products, on, you know, anything, if you drop me a comment below, I would be happy to answer them, answer your questions, or even make another video. I can always make a video about products that I've used during the growing process, if anyone would want to see that. I'd be happy to. Okay, so for those of you that are still there and you're still watching, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Really, I make these videos as my own kind of like personal diary so that I can look back and see things. I mean, God, has anyone ever looked at your Instagram archives, your Instagram story archives? It's wonderful. If you post Instagram stories, go check it out. It's literally a personal diary of like your day-to-day life, and that's what YouTube is for me as well. Just like little check-ins, and I just love watching these things back in like a year or two's time. So if anyone else is enjoying them, that's just lovely. I just love it. So yeah, let me know. Like if you are enjoying it, comment, like it. Come over to Instagram, see me there, I post all the time. But yeah, that's it for today. It was just a quick update about my hair, and I will talk to you soon. All right, see you later.